Normally, what happens, I guess, with just a normal startup is that you have what's called the technological valley of death. In other words, you've done it in a controlled environment, you deploy it, and the real acid test is the commercial viability. And then if you have people sign up, et cetera, and it's scalable, then you're kind of good to go. And that technological valley of death is really getting the funding for the technologies once you have the proof of concept, once it's demonstrated, and basically to get it to the market and to scale. What happens beyond that for climate, I guess, is that deployment is in a complex real world environment where basically there's some critical challenges that are specific to climate tech or green tech. And the way, I guess, to go around them is, first of all, to understand that the nature of the beast is different. So to understand that most likely you're going to be very good at mastering hardware and software, which is actually, between you and me, and, I know you're in Canada, which is a very innovative part of the world. I'm in San Francisco, which is also not bad, but candidly, not that good when it comes to software and hardware combined. And that's where I think there's an important role that Europe is playing and can play even more, and any part of the world, because that combination is very difficult when infrastructure meets physical products and hardware, as well as software, AI, etc. So that's my first element, is understanding that you've got to master both and all that. The second one is really just ecosystem cooperation. You might even need to compete with your competitors, as in competition. In other words, the degree of collaboration across emerging ecosystems is huge. And that's where it's very different from some of the point solutions. So you're going to need to basically operate, test, deploy with a lot of parties, innovate with them, and have feedback loops in an emergent way, because you get used to sort of seeing whether what in a combined way works. And that is very different from a lot of point solutions in tech. And I guess the two other elements I would add, both as to the problem, but also as ways of resolving it and addressing it, is one, understanding, to your early point, public policy alignment is required. If you have the right incentives, like India does for hydrogen or other countries do for different initiatives, and those are correctly incentivized, that public policy alignment can be helpful with whatever anyone else is doing in terms of technology developments. And then the final thing is the kind of capital requirements, which are different, and which, again, you need investors, support systems, multipliers,